Hi dear students, already we have discussed about operator overloading. In operator overloading, I have explained one example with the unary operator. Today I am going to explain another operator, binary operator. So binary operator you already know about, it has two operands. In unary operator it has only one operand. Okay, so two operands we are adding. If you take this example, C3 equal to C1 plus C2, it has two operands. Okay, so normally if you give like this, C1 plus C2, here it cannot, it will add the number and display the answer. Okay, it cannot call any function, but here it call the function like C1 dot operator this operator symbol plus of C2. So here the compiler understand or convert this, if compiler, whenever the compiler see this statement, it convert this function to this statement to C1 dot operator symbol of C2. Okay, so this is the example for complex number, sum of complex numbers. So this is the class name is complex. The private data members are real and imaginary. So using the constructor I am assigning the values for these real and imaginary. After that, here the I have written the statement for function for overloading the operator using that same class name, complex operator symbol. In that I am passing the argument complex C. So complex C is the class name. Here I am passing the C as the reference to this class. Okay, so I have taken one temporary variable. Here I am assigning the values. So temp dot real, which is equal to the first input values, it will automatically taken. Okay, real imaginary values it automatically taken, plus C dot real. Here using this object it will take the values of C2. Okay, C dot real, C dot imaginary. Okay, after adding this, it the value will be stored in temp dot real and temp dot imaginary. Finally it return the temp variable. So this is the display function to display the real and imaginary values. Okay, so here in main function I am creating object for C1 and C2. Okay, here I am passing the value. This value will be assigned here. Okay, the first constructor function call, the value will be assigned here. Real parts in values is stored in real variable, imaginary value stored in imaginary variable. Whenever you are calling this function C3, which is equal to C1 plus C2, the compiler convert here the calling overload, the function will be overloaded here. C1 plus C2 will be converted into C1 dot operator plus C2. Okay, so automatically it calls the operator overloaded function. In this it take the values and adding the real and imaginary part. Finally it store the values in temporary variable and return the temp variable. Okay, how the operator will be overloaded here, I think you now understand the concept. So normally இதில் வந்து நம்ம C1 plus C2 கொடுத்தா அங்கே ஆப்பரேட்டர் ஓவர்லோட் பண்ண முடியாது. பட் ஆனால் C1 plus C2 கொடுக்கும்போது இங்கே என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கோம்னா அந்த ப்ளஸ் ஆப்பரேட்டரை நம்ம இங்கே ஓவர்லோட் பண்ணி ஃபங்க்ஷன் எழுதியிருக்கோம். ஓகேவா, கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டர் யூஸ் பண்ணி. ஓகேவா, ஸோ அதனால் என்ன பண்ணுறோம், ஃபங்க்ஷனை கால் பண்ண முடியுது. I think now you understand. So if I run this program, so if I am changing the value, you get the answer. Okay, go through this program. This is for sum of complex numbers. This is the example for a binary operator overloading. Okay, so it has two operands. Unary operator it has only one operand. Binary operator has two operands. Finally I am displaying the complex numbers. Okay, Thank you, dear students.